All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Reader. So this is a viewer request video, but in a lot of ways, it's actually a recent runner. Two of them, this one and another one, definitely had some big days. I want to try to throw in VIRI if I can, and that really would be a 3 out of 4, right? MGOL is the fourth. Didn't quite have a big day, but it's made some interesting moves over the last few. So a good bunch to talk about. So a lot going on here, all right? We destroy 4 moving averages on a single day. All right, there's a lot of recent runner stuff that is just jumping out at me, so we'll go over all that shortly. Again, EVLO actually did have a pretty good day. That's one that I was covering not that long ago. I'll be honest, I did not get in it when I covered it. I obviously wish I did, but I will be taking a look to see if it's worth jumping in or what's going to happen there. And then again, MGOL has had some big moves. I don't know if it's going to cool off or not. We'll take a look at that. And then VIRI basically cooled off, but might be trying to pick it up again. So I'm hoping to cover all 4 on this one. But again, before I do that, what are we going to do? Same thing we always do, right? We're going to take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how these things are setting up short term. We have our 5 moving averages. This is the first time I'm covering this, so I will draw some horizontal support and resistance lines. And then when we're done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, really quickly, if you can please like, subscribe, share, comment. Look, anything you can do really does help me out, especially with these YouTube algorithms. But I swear, just being here and giving me your time is super, super appreciated, all right? So AREB, look, today was a monster day, all right? A 20% gain on a single day is huge, all right? What I care about is, will this sustain? Will this do this again? Or is this just a quick pump and dump, okay? So I'm gonna zoom out real quick. Let's take a look at the stock we're looking at, and damn, okay. First off, all the stock has done is been under all 5 moving averages, all right? There really hasn't been a monster, pop before it. Like, that's kind of insignificant, that's kind of insignificant, that's kind of insignificant. And again, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to like downplay the amount of money and all that sort of stuff, right? But this was super shady trading, all right? We're looking at the daily, and that's just no candles, that's irrelevant, all right? So it was a lot of super shady really up until about here, and then it starts to get a little, and then when I say, like, again, let me just zoom in and show it real quick. Like, those are not good candles. There's barely any candles. It's a whole mess of dashes and things, you know what I mean? So it really isn't until this like more recent half, and really you got to still just zoom in even more. I would say it's about here. This is where we start to get some better candles overall, all right? And again, that's going to be because volume's pretty low, okay? Now, from this point, basically from January, we'll call it February of last year, we have been under every single moving average, right? There were moments where we tried to get to the 100 and, tried to get to the 100 and tried to get to the 100, actually get over it right there. So this is, I would say, the nicest single break. But again, I don't care about doing it once. It's really about confirm. And look, the fact that it did it when it broke 4, like, I'm expecting really, really big things, all right? Yeah, I mean, I'm basically expecting 22 cents. That's where this thing has to close. And I'm not here to pretend to know the math, but this 200 line is going down. Right now, it's sitting at 23. I imagine tomorrow it's going to come down to 22. And that's basically where this thing needs to go for me to believe that we did, all right? Now, again, look down here, okay? On Thursday, the volume was 200,000, right? Basically a quarter of a million. The day after, on Friday, it was 1 million, just under. This thing does an 11x and drops all and goes up all the way to 11. Like, was it justified? Was there any news today that really warranted this? I don't know, right? The worst thing that could happen is volume drops down to here, all right? This thing needs to stay around 9 million before, I would expect it to continue, right? But end of the day, this has to close at 22 cents for me to believe. And look, if we can get over this right here, this little horizontal, man, this is a whole mess of red all the way down, right? Like, maybe something here, kind of the bottom of this, top of this, but That's a long horizontal. There really isn't much here. You can almost argue that this one thing right here is, but I think I would do this. Like I said, take the top of this and the bottom of this. And then again, just a whole mess. Like the money line is 22. Am I excited? Not just yet. You got to get over the 200 for me to get excited, all right? Look, it's a good weekly. It's a good weekly for sure. We've been well under the 20 for a while. One break here and then a fail. Obviously still early in the week, right? So we got to see where this closes on Friday. But yeah, a good start to the week, that's for sure. So AREB. EVLO. Let's come into EVLO. Again, I covered... Wait, this is what EVLO looks like? Oh, interesting. I swear I thought this looked a little better. Interesting. Okay, so I probably covered EVLO on one of these days, and it looks like I'm glad I did not get into EVLO. Okay, good to know. Again, this is not a good day. Yes, on this Friday, it gained 44%. You can see it up there, right? Like today was the 17. When I click into this, it tells me 44, right? The issue is, and you can see it over there, it opens at 30. You can see in the box over there, open 30, and then drops all the way down to 12. That's where it closes. More people lost 50% than they made 44. You know what I mean? So this is not a good day. This is not a good day. This is not, hey, look, we bounce on the 2 cluster and we're now working our way up. This is not a bad chart. Where are you after hours? Ooh, you're going down? I don't mind that. Look, this is where are we compared to this? Oh man, that's my alert, 22 cents. How high, how close to 23? 23 cents is my alert. I like EVLO at 23 because what's this up here? Man, imagine going from 23 to 30 something. Oh, I would love to do that. That's a good RSI. MACD's in the 0. Our volume's picking up. I'm actually liking EVLO. Today was a big 17% day for sure, but oh my goodness. I mean, really, again, I'll just draw this line. It's basically the 100. No, it's not even the 100. We're so far from the 100. Once this breaks, red, there is so much reason to want to come up all the way. Look, don't have 85-cent dreams just yet. If this thing gets over 30, oh, sweet, 32, sorry, my apologies. So 33, let's call it. Damn. That could really actually fly all the way up to like a quick buck actually. Ooh, EVLO. Oh man, EVLO. This is looking interesting for sure. And look, I imagine that there was some decent news for this to happen. I don't know what this news was, but yeah, this wasn't when it mattered. It looks like now might be when it matters. And look, we broke them all, came back down, we broke the 50, we confirmed the 50, and that whole time we never lose the 8. I'm liking this a lot, actually. All right, EVLO, EVLO, EVLO. EVLO. I like this. This actually looks really hot. I got to say that one more time. I'm going to throw in VIRI next, and then I'll throw MGOL at the end. Okay, VIRI. Look, VIRI was a beast, okay? Basically, once it got out of the cluster, man, all it did was ride the 8 moving average like a champ. I kept saying $2, all right? $2 was a really important line to break, and it wasn't because it was the bottom of this. It came off of our weekly, all right? We never actually closed over it. We wicked it twice. 3 times? Did we even wick it on this one? Yeah, we wicked it 3 times. But again, I don't care about wicks. I only care about closes, right? So we lose the 8, we lose the 20. Hey, we haven't come all the way down to the 50. Today was a good day. My cat's at the door. Let me let her out. What are you doing? What are you doing? All right, get out of here. Get out of here. All right, sorry about that. Okay, we've regained a little bit more than half of the candle. It's all about this right here. This needs to get back over 177, 176, and I'll be happy. I am real cool throwing away 10%. Like, look, I'm actually about 15%, right? Like, I'll throw away the next 20. Let me come in right here. I would be much happier over the 8 than playing under it. But hey, I'm glad we didn't come all the way down to the 50. MACD's not fantastic yet. Hopefully the RSI recovers. And hey, we need some volume. For sure, we need some volume. But VIRI was a beautiful, beautiful stock. I did get out of this once we were at the 20. It was kind of an easy decision for me. It was a very, very good bank. But if this reattempts the $2, if this thing can get over the 8 moving average, I would be really happy for sure. Where are we on the weekly? Again, kind of the same chart over there, right? It was all about the 50. And again, that $2 line, oh man, I'm like, you know what? I'm like 90% that this $2 line came from the weekly. Maybe it's at the time what the 50 moving average was. I don't really know, I'll be honest. Nonetheless, whatever, right? Couldn't get over the 50. I definitely care more about this 50 average line on the weekly than the 2. I was just kind of thinking about the 2 from the other chart, sorry. But yeah, failed the 50. We're still holding the 8, which is still really good, right? And again, it was well over the 8 for a while on the daily. Looks like it's doing it on the weekly as well, right? So that's again a good thing, right? So just get me over 176, 177. Those are kind of my numbers for me to really consider a re-entry into VIRI for sure. MGOL. Okay, MGOL. Look at this thing right here. If you zoom out, man, this thing was close to running hard, okay? Because this is the only parallel. Really, in a lot of ways, I would have done that. I would have done basically 50% of that candle. That's basically the top of this. I'm really surprised that we broke out of that, got all the way up to here into this red, and couldn't continue. I am actually pretty surprised. RSI wasn't that high, 79. I mean, I guess 80 is damn, man. I'm surprised that this day, the Thursday, brought this Friday and Monday after it. Interesting. Look, we might be doing going up to the, flying, going to the 8, flying, maybe coming down to roughly 255 and then bouncing up from there. I could see that happening. Hopefully, I wouldn't imagine we come any lower than 206 because it looks like the 20 is coming up, and over the next few days, if this thing was to lose the 8, it should catch either the 20 or this. So this should be a pretty good horizontal, but honestly, I could see this doing hit the 8, and go. And again, man, if this thing, oh man, I'll be honest, I'm putting my alert right here. Where is that compared to that? Sorry, that was really stupid to do. Where is this compared? Yeah, I'm okay with that. 86 is actually what 286 I think is my alert for MGOL. So this, and we'll look at the weekly real quick, but I mean, it's all about the daily in all honesty. Yeah, obviously we're over all these moving averages. We're obviously over all these moving averages as well, right? But it's really about how this curve plays out. Hit the 8 and bounce, or worst case, maybe come to 206, and then we'll see what happens at 206. Is it going to hit the 20 and bounce back up? Is it going to lose the 20 and come down to 150? We'll see. But again, if we can come into that like 280, high 280, 290s, this is an interesting ticker for sure. So yeah, this is a good 3 set to watch actually. Hey, let me know what you think. Otherwise, thank you.